All right, everybody, welcome to class. My name is Ben Gromicko, and this class is all about assessing where you are, setting goals, and making a plan in order to reach those goals in your home inspection business. It's March 26th, and if you need to contact me or anyone else on the InterNACHI staff, which is an excellent resource for your home inspection business, it's nachi.org/contact. Feel free to reach out. I would say if you haven't contacted anybody on the InterNACHI staff for your business yet, let's say you're new, that's a mistake, because that's an incredible resource that our members should take advantage of. For example, there are 7 highly trained, intelligent marketing individuals on the marketing team. They're professional illustrators, design consultants, and they give you business and marketing tips as well. And for you as a home inspector to hire 7 people just to work on your marketing is just a stupid idea, right? So take advantage of what is being offered to you absolutely free if you're an InterNACHI member. It's an overwhelming value proposition to our members. So take advantage of it. They're all on the contact page. Go see them. Their pictures are there and their contact info. And I would say, why don't you email the director of marketing? Her name is Jessica. And say, Jessica, what can the member marketing team do for my business? And let's see what she says. That's a great question. In fact, you can ask that question to anyone on staff. Call up anybody, email anybody, and say, what can you do for my home inspection business? I need help. I don't want to do this on my own. So we had about almost 500 people register for this NACHI TV class. We do free live online classes on NACHI TV. We video record them as well. So you don't have to worry about missing a home inspection job, right? Take the job, answer your call, do your emails. I'll video record it and send you a link to the video recording. Everyone who registers for a NACHI TV class gets a link to the video recording. And the NACHI TV classes, these webinars, these free live online webinars, are open to everyone. And I'm offering a 50% discount for non-members who are taking this class. So if you're interested in being part of the InterNACHI family and taking advantage of all the things that we offer to our members for free, give me an email and I'll send you a link to something special. This is not a get-rich-quick class. I don't know of any get-rich-quick things that are actually true. It sounds like this class is all about giving you the resources that you may not be aware of. They're freely available to you. And it's all about going into business on your own. But using those resources like InterNACHI staff, InterNACHI marketing team, InterNACHI membership benefits, InterNACHI training and certification, all that stuff to your advantage. And everything that InterNACHI provides, it's all in one place, and stuff is free to InterNACHI members. And this class, I'm gonna show you and share with you what helped me. And I wish I had these resources back when I was a home inspector. I was a home inspector for about a dozen years on the East Coast in Pennsylvania near Philly, with a marketing radius of about 40 miles and probably a couple hundred home inspectors, really good ones in that area. And our company was the best. So I want this class to help you get on the path in the right direction and show you what InterNACHI provides to all of our members. And there are many programs out there that don't care who you are or where you are, and they kind of just open the door and you get into this program and they try to sell you on being a multi-inspector company, and they try to hit you with that $1 million mark, and they really don't customize or tailor fit anything you kind of just go right into the program. You do step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. It doesn't matter who you are or where you are or what you need, right? Be wary of those kind of programs. So to shy away from that, you have to find other resources. And that's why I wanted to share with you what is available to you in order to figure out where you are, where you want to go, and what you need to do in order to get there. Okay? Inspector Coach, a lot of the resources in this class comes from Inspector Coach. And Alicia's got a really good website. Let me take you there. And her website is the only coaching service that I know that actually focuses on customizing everything to the individual on what they need. And I wouldn't buy or hire or do anything without first going to the downloads page and download the free 8-step checklist. There's an 8-step checklist. If you're not sure where to start or what to do next, she has an 8-step program, essentially a checklist of prioritized tasks to get started. Even if you are a veteran inspector 5 years from now, 5 years in, sorry, and you've done thousands of inspections, well, how are you going to end this thing, right? How are you going to grow? How are you going to beat your competition that's coming up? How do you keep improving? How do you keep adding value? Well, you go through this checklist and make sure you've got it all check marked off. If you think you don't need any help, why don't you test it? Download the free checklist and see. Check. Yeah, I got that. I got this. Assess where you are. I got this. I got that. I got that. I'm done. Yeah. Well, maybe there's something in there that you haven't thought of yet. So that's at inspectorcoach.com. Well, I got you. Here's our annual home inspector convention, and it's free, and it's in Colorado. So if you want to enjoy the summer in Colorado, we have a free 2019 Inspector Fair in Boulder, Colorado. It's free and open to everyone. Free and open to everyone. That means if you're a member or not, I don't care. Register, bring a friend, bring a family member. It's family friendly. We have hundreds of kids coming. We've got activities like crazy. It's like a big carnival, but we have amazing education as well. And the education and workshops are there. We have formalized CE education workshops, 2-hour segments. And we also have hands-on demonstrations. We've got this big building science demonstration stuff going on, like flying drones, using infrared cameras, splashing water on stucco walls and kick flashing, deck flashing installation, stud wall. A lot of it is code, so we get to spin a stud wall around and see where the defects are. We're going to tear apart a HVAC system, so it's going to be a lot of fun. And it's free because of our amazing exhibitors. My recommendation is if you see a home inspection convention or seminar coming up and they're charging you, watch it. There's no reason to charge for a home inspector convention. That's old school. Someone's making money. So home inspector annual conventions, the big ones like InterNACHI's, are free. If they're not, I wouldn't be interested at all. And they're free because of our amazing exhibitors. So they are inviting you to come to meet them. Come and meet them at their exhibitor table and at their demonstrations and at their extra presentations. And they're not charging you to be at the fair. So come with your money in your pockets, come to their table and ask difficult questions. Comparison shop, right? This camera from that camera, or this insurance from that insurance, or this tool from that tool, or this service from this software from that software. And ask the difficult questions and ask them, what are you going to provide me as an InterNACHI member? What kind of special deal or discount? So all of our exhibitors are here, and they make this annual home inspector convention, which is free and open to everybody every year, the biggest convention, and I love it. It's free and open. We got to cap it at 2,000 attendees today at this convention. Fire Marshal doesn't want more than 2,500, so we're thinking about 2,000 attendees. Last year in Atlantic City, the free convention, we capped it at about 1,000, and we went over. So we'll try to keep it around 2,000 people, and it's a big place. So why go to a convention? Because you want to assess where you are, and you want to make goals and find resources to get you there. The difference between where you are now and where you want to be is what you do. So one of the things you want to do is you want to attend the biggest, best free convention that will help your business. You want to rub elbows with the best home inspectors. Hundreds of them. You want to listen to what they're doing. You want to actually meet them. You want to network with them. That's what you want to do. You want to meet your friendly competitors from all over the world in one place, right? Then you want to get your friendly competitors and walk up to the exhibitors and ask them, what are you going to do so I'm successful in my business? Okay? And then you make a plan, make a strategy together, right? Kind of unionize. Get together and force these exhibitors to tell you those difficult answers to the questions you're going to ask. What makes you so special? Why should I hire you? Why should I buy your product? What makes your inspection software better than the rest? Because I don't have a lot of money and I don't have a lot of time. Oh, I love conventions. But if you have to pay a few $100s to get in, I'm not going to that one. InterNACHI is the world's leading association for home inspectors. We provide free training, online testing, certification, business development, marketing support, everything you need, even insurance. And the InterNACHI School is nationally accredited by the U.S. Department of Education. We're essentially a university for home inspectors. And to find an accredited organization to join with an accredited school, you go to U.S. Department of Education's website and you use their button to look up a school. And you type in your favorite organization or school. InterNACHI is mine. Boom, and we pop up. The InterNACHI School is right there. Okay, that's how you find the best organization, the best resources for your business. And the 3 things you need to think about to be successful in this business is to assess where you are, set goals, and make a plan. So the difference between where you are and where you want to go is what you do. We'll talk about these 3 things. I like to start with number 2, my goals. Like, I want to think about where I want to be in my business. And how do you define what success is? For me, I'll give you my example of what success was for me as a home inspector. I want to perform home inspections all day long. I want 1 inspection a day, maybe 2 inspections a day. And I only want to work like 4 or 4.5 days a week. And I want to buy a house. I want to raise family. And I want 2 cars in my driveway and some chickens in the back of a barn. That's exactly how I defined success back then. And that's exactly what I got. I achieved my goal by being a home inspector, right? So I just wanted to give you that idea of what success was for me. What is it for you? And it has to be reasonable. So take a walk outside. Think about, where are you going? What is the ultimate goal here? Because you could just work all day long on stuff. You can be busy. That's not the point of being in business. The point of being in business isn't to be busy. I'm staying busy. I'm doing inspections. I'm doing this. Okay, that was a full day. Next, get up and do the same thing over and over again. Right? The point of being in business is really, ultimately, to make a lot of cash, to make a lot of money, to take on everything that it entails in order to make a lot of money. That's the point of being in business. Then you can do good things. If you want to do good things, take that money, pay your bills, mortgage, go on vacation, and you can do other things with that. If you wanted to really good job, you go out and find a really good job where you don't really have to stress too much. But if you want to be in business, there's a lot of things you need to do. When you have a good job, you don't have to assess where you are, where your goals are, and make a plan about your job or something. You're told what to do. You should know what to do in your job. But when you're on your own, you have to do these 3 things. And it can't be unreasonable. Like, I want to make $1 million this year. Maybe that's, I don't know, maybe that is attainable, maybe it's not, it's kind of odd. You know, I don't know. I would focus on building a business that makes an incredible amount of money. And write it down, pin it to your mirror, stick it on your refrigerator. To get to your goal, you have to have a plan. And a plan has deadlines or milestones or time incorporated into it. A plan is a checklist of things to do with little like markers along the way. So I'll give you a bunch of examples. I plan to have a website for my home inspection business live by this Friday, 5 p.m. That's my plan. How am I going to get there? Well, what is it, Tuesday? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I have a few days. I'm going to cut it up into 4 sections, and I'm going to do pages. I'm going to find images in the video. I'm going to write content, and I'm going to put it all together, drop and drag, using Weebly or something. And I'm going to chunk it. I plan to have my new software running inspection ready on Monday. How do I do that? Well, there's essentially 9 systems in a house, and I've got to create a template within my software that breaks those 9 systems down according to the Home Inspection Standards of Practice, which I use as an inspection procedure template. So the Standards of Practice requires me to inspect certain things, and I'm going to incorporate that into each system, 9 systems, in my inspection template software. I'm going to write little sentences about maybe common problems that I might find, like, oh, there's a hole in the roof, check. And when I get that done, I'm going to do 2 systems a day, and in 4 days, my software is going to be inspection ready, and I'm going to inspect my house 10 times. Done. I went from loser with no software to an experienced home inspector using software to perform a home inspection. I'm inspection ready. I mean, these are silly things maybe to you, because maybe you're an experienced home inspector. But for a majority, I would say, half of our members aren't really taking advantage of figuring out where they need to go and how to get there. Maybe you're one of them. I plan to do my first $400 inspection on the first Friday of next month. First Saturday. Let's do it Saturday. I love making $400 in 3 hours on a Saturday morning. That's fantastic. Coming home around noon with $400 in my pocket. It's so much fun. Go to Whole Foods, buy some food, blow it all. But you've got to plan. You have to have a goal. I haven't done any inspections, but I want to do my first one Saturday next month. So I have to have my software ready. I have to have a job. So maybe I'll reach out to real estate agents. I plan to talk to 12 real estate agents in the next 4 weeks. How am I going to do that? Oh, InterNACHI has resources for you to do that. It's so easy. It's so easy to get into the front door of a real estate office. I have the web page with all those resources to do that. You'll have that phone ringing like crazy. I plan to increase my gross revenue by 20% at the end of the year, or I plan to book 1 job per day for the next 2 weeks by doing what? Well, that's marketing. I mean, you have to have all of your things in place in order to be inspection ready, I call it, ready to perform an inspection. All you need to do is have somebody hire you, right? Well, that's marketing. So it's just marketing like crazy. So Anthony asked, how much money should I spend on marketing? Go all out. If you don't have a job, you got to go all out. And maybe it's not money, maybe it's time. So I used to go to real estate offices. You may have heard this story. I used to go and deliver peaches. Went to the farmer, got cute little baskets of fresh peaches. In Pennsylvania, they have peaches. And I delivered them. Why peaches? Because the company name was Peach Inspections. So why not deliver peaches? We also had peach candy. We also sponsored real estate office meetings with peach pastries, warm pastries, peach, and just deliver peaches and stuff. That took very little money, a lot of time, but it was well worth it. What is the best type of vehicle for a home inspector? SUV, truck, or van? Anything to get you there in the beginning, right? You kind of hide your little car or something that's kind of beat up away until you have enough money to maybe lease or own a vehicle or buy a used car, buy a used truck. I prefer trucks. I had a Ford 350 crew cab, so over 10,000 pounds gross vehicle weight. I mean, it was a very large truck in the mid-90s. I think it was the largest truck Ford made. And that was my brand. It was red, it was diesel, it was loud, it was big ladder rack. And I carried big ladders, 40-foot aluminum, 32-foot fiberglass, 28-foot fiberglass, 12-foot aluminum, and crawl gear. Love to be up on the roof. I used to build homes. So I went up on every roof as much as I could. But that was part of my brand. Big. And then I got a van, Econoline van. And I put peach all over. We put peaches all over. We had 3 vans, and we put peaches all over. So that was part of, maybe that's not important to you. No big deal. I personally would hesitate in hiring a home inspector who can't reach the roof, but maybe you can get around that. There's ways to get around that with an extendable pipe, arm, or with a camera on it, do a drone, different vantage points. So if I was on the consumer side, if I was helping you with your marketing, I would step out of your company and look at your company as a consumer, as a potential home buyer, looking for someone, a potential client looking for a home inspector. What kind of vehicle would be impressive when you pull up? I'm standing in the driveway. I just hired you, haven't met you yet. And you pull up into the driveway driving what? So our marketing team can help you if you want to wrap your vehicle, inspection vehicle. We've got the graphics for it. Just starting off, Benjamin asks, just starting out, do you recommend shadowing another inspector to get my feet wet and meet other realtors and builders? Yeah, it's probably, InterNACHI does amazing things, but there's only so much we can do online. So we have a mentoring program, a network of certified master inspectors who have been in the business for a long time and have found a lot of success and are at the point of having the heart to share for free. So there is a mentoring program. It's nachi.org/mentoring. And you can find a mentor in your area and hang out with them or find a local chapter. We have chapters all over the world in every state. Find a chapter and rub elbows against other inspectors who are willing to share with you and maybe work with you. It's kind of odd, right? There's a little conflict where to train someone who is going to be your competitor. So maybe you want to go outside your market and hang out with some folks. Go to the convention. And on one day after the convention, hang out on the weekend in Boulder, Colorado, and do a couple inspections. They don't have to be real. They can be pretend inspections. It is incredibly valuable to find someone who is willing to have you tag along with them and ride along. We did it all the time. We had inspectors who were learning to be home inspectors, and they sat with me in my truck and they helped me with my tools, and I just got to talk to another inspector. There's no other company that I would like to keep than another inspector. It's a lot of fun to hang out with people who have the same interests, like-minded individuals who are in the same boat, who have the same concerns, We're trying to help people with their homes, right? And I don't know, I keep going back to our convention, our free home inspector convention in Boulder, Colorado this year. And it's a really good opportunity to meet those like-minded people. So shadowing is a fantastic idea if you can do it. If you can't, there still is some online stuff you could do. You can hang out with some mentors online. But I would, for sure, before you do that, hang out with another inspector, perform 10 inspections on your own home. And then perform inspections for your neighbors and your friends. I don't do home inspections anymore. Just whenever there's a camera, I'll do one. But my entire neighborhood and my cul-de-sac knows who I am. And whenever there's an event, like a weather event, or the hot water tank leaked, or the plumbing leak, a pipe burst recently, we're in Colorado in the wintertime, pipe burst, it was me on call. Everybody knows. I'll have neighbors standing in my driveway waiting for me to come home because they have a roof leak, and they want me to check it out with my infrared camera and moisture meter. Before they even hire a roofer, everybody knows. There's 50 people at least, 50 homes that know who I am. That's how it should be in your neighborhood. You should have a free sales force, a bunch of ambassadors talking about you. And if you don't, well, that's on your list of things to do, isn't it? You have assessed where you are. No one in my neighborhood knows me. Goal, I want everybody in my neighborhood to come to me as the home inspector expert. Plan, I am going to talk to 50 neighbors this weekend. Right? To get from where you are to where you want to be, you got to do some stuff. You have to assess, set goals, and make a plan on doing them. Boy, where did I get? What was the question? I hope Frank asked, how did you start out? I started off with doing radon tests for real estate transactions. I would go in and place the radon canisters. Back then it was 40 grams of activated charcoal in 2 little test kits. And we'd take them back to the lab, pick them up later, pick them up to the lab and send out results. Fax the results. That was a long time ago. And then I built homes with my brother. And then we realized as home builders and contractors, there are people who are looking at our work and criticizing it, and they're walking around with like this little checklist thing on a piece of paper, and they're saying, no, this is wrong and this is wrong. I'm like, what are you doing? Driving around in a Harley, making money, right? So they were inspectors, property inspectors, code inspectors, township inspectors, and home inspectors. And that's how I started off. I got my knowledge, abilities, and skills by doing construction. So if you don't have that, there's 2 things you could do that I recommend. One, everything that you need to know and develop as a skill can be done online. It's incredible, but yep, there's a lot to learn, right? But we break it down into about 12 courses, 14 courses total. And it's going to take you a few weeks to acquire all that knowledge to be a good inspector. Along the way, we ask you to actually perform inspections and write inspection reports. So you develop those abilities into skills. You hone them in. And then we ask you do inspections, pretend inspections on your own home, or friend's home, or something like that. Go out and do some stuff, right? So if you have no skill set that is transferable from, let's say, construction background, you can develop it, but it's going to be on your own. No one's going to give this to you. The good thing is InterNACHI School is a nationally accredited school. We're a university for home inspectors. So you can get actual CEUs from us, from taking our online courses, which are free and online for members, and transfer them to another university if you want. I wouldn't go to any other school. I would check on all of the organizations and accredited, all the organizations and schools that you may be thinking about enrolling into, and make sure that they're accredited by the U.S. Department of Education or a member college of the National Association of Career Colleges in Canada. What do you think the best way to generate leads, just as for starting home inspectors? Not spending money. Save your money for stuff that you have to buy, like printed marketing, and invest your time in doing, in visiting real estate offices. That's what I did. You know, running Google ads is tough. Building a network where you're organically grabbing people off the internet, that's, you know, you're gonna spend some time doing that, SEO and running ads. I was old school. I went to real estate offices that were small. No one visited them. And in my area, there were a lot of small real estate offices, not the big hollow bankers and things like that, but with 500 agents in it. I went to all the little ones and gave them love and attention. And yeah, scoop them up. My goal was to have 30 real estate agents working in good relationship with every home inspector in our company. And if they close, half of them close, that's a pretty good schedule. More than half close every month. Yep, that's what I wanted. So it was some old school stuff. You know, always smiling, great first impressions, getting to the people who are somewhat busy, you know, and making friends. And as soon as you get that first real estate agent to love you, then you use their name to introduce yourself to other real estate agents. You know, hey, Ann Reynolds from Coldwell Banker. We just did an inspection for her, and I'm here to drop off a report, but I saw you were here, and I know that you're probably, you probably have your favorite home inspector, but I'm wondering if you know of any agents in your office who having frustrations with home inspectors who don't offer the buyback guarantee. Do you know of any agents? Or I know you have you probably work with a home inspector already, but I'm wondering if you know of any of your colleagues who are frustrated with home inspectors who don't do Saturday inspections. I do. I offer the buyback. I do Saturday. I'll do Sunday inspections. Yep. So that's one way to get in. Because Ann Reynolds, we just did, and she was a fantastic real estate agent. Loved Ann. There's a lot of ways to generate leads. I'll show you a free way. There's something that InterNACHI does for members for free to generate leads and direct them to your website. And it's up to your website to convert them. And we have classes on how to convert. Let's see. One of the things that should be in your plan to get from where you are to where you want to go is to smash your TV. Smash your TV, smash your Xbox, smash your game thing, smash your, doing something with your thumbs, just smash all that. Throw it in the garbage, donate it, take it off taxes, something, do something. And donate 1 hour per day. Don't watch House of Thrones, wherever it is. You do not binge on anything anymore other than your business. You should be talking about your business to people and not talking about the Monday Night Football game. You know, nope. Not now. If you're in business for yourself, you have to smash your TV and work for 1 hour per day. If I can bring out my calculator. Why do I say that? Because if you work 1 hour a day times 5 days a week, 1 hour a day, sorry, I'm bad at calculating. 1 hour a day times 5 days a week times 50 weeks. 1 hour a day, 5 days a week. What am I doing? 5 days a week. One? I didn't do that right. 1, 5. Oops. I'm not thinking. 5 days a week. That's 5 days a week. That's 5 hours a week. That's 20 hours a month. Is that 20 hours a month? 5 days a week, 5, 10, 15, 20 a month times 12 months. times 12 months, that's 240 hours a year. Yeah. If a work week is 40 hours, that's 6 weeks. Am I doing that right? That seems like a lot. If you work 1 hour a day on your business, 5 days a week, that's 5 hours a week, times 50 weeks, that's 250 hours, divide by 40-hour work week. Damn, that's 6.25 hours, 6 to 6. You're about 6 weeks of work without spending any money. It's like going out and hiring a marketing group who will work only on your business for 6 weeks straight. You're going to be way ahead of your competition if you just smash your TV and work 1 hour a day, 5 days a week on your business. You're going to be 6.5 weeks ahead of your friendly competition who has their favorite TV show or their favorite game that they're playing. I mean, you have to be able to give up some things in order to be successful in this business or in any business. And you're into it or not. So you reward yourself in some ways, but not every day. Don't watch TV for 3 hours. So if you're in a business for yourself, having your favorite show, what you want to do is you want to go to a chapter or a convention and ask your competitors what their favorite show is, and like encourage them to watch TV and waste their time while you are actually secretly working on your business and being 6 weeks ahead. At the end of the year, you're 6 weeks ahead of your competition. And one of the goals is to be the best, but not to be the best on the planet or in the country or in your state. You have to figure out what your market is. So let's say your market area is a 20-mile radius. That's a circle with you in the center, and it's 20 miles in any direction to the edge of the market area, right? 40 miles across, 20-mile radius, an arm of 20 miles. You just want to be the best in your market area. So you just have to beat your friend or your friends. So go to your local chapters or make a list of all of your competitors and spy on them. And make sure your website is better than theirs. Make sure your services are better than theirs. Make sure your value propositions are better than theirs. You don't have to be the best in the entire state, just in your market area. It reminds me of a story of two guys walking through the woods. And one fella asks his friend, what happens if we run into a bear? If we bump into a bear, it's going to eat us, right? Should we just start running? And he goes, yeah, let's just start running. And he goes, well, I don't think I can run faster than a bear. But his friend says, well, I know. That all I need to do is run faster than you. Because the bear's going to eat the slow friend. So that story about the bear, outrunning your friend, that's all you need to do. You don't have to outrun the bear. Just outrun all of your competitors that are around you. You have to be the best in comparison with your competition who are around you, trying to take over your market area. If your market area was a pie, they're trying to eat a lot of pizza pie. And so are you. You're competing for the same stuff, the same consumers, the same home sales, the same real estate agents. So if you want to figure out how to outrun your friend so that your friend gets eaten by the bear, not you, if you're trying to figure out how to be the best in your market area, well, make a circle on your map. Is it a 20-mile radius or 40-mile or something like that? And then spy on your friends. So use Inspector Seek. Use these tools to your advantage. Go to inspectorseek.com and let's look at one of your friendly competitors. Okay. You pick who we should envy. Eric says Nevada. Okay, Chase Allen is an inspector in Reno, Nevada, and let's check out Chase. And Chase does not have a website. So if I was a person looking to compare, pizza shops, I don't as an individual, I don't go anywhere to a real estate to a restaurant without looking at their website first. I don't go to a movie without playing the preview. Websites are really important. I don't even check out a Facebook page. I'll even do like TripAdvisor if I'm going somewhere, and I'll see what other travelers have said about that hotel, right? So a website is really important. Chase doesn't have a website. Barron doesn't have a website. I'm not calling Barron, oh, that's a great name. Garrett has a website. Las Vegas Inspection Services. Let's take a look at their website. LV Inspection Services. InterNACHI member, beautiful. Now my job as a spy to see if I can outrun Garrett here is to figure out what Garrett is doing and see if I can beat Garrett, right? That's my plan. My plan is to analyze one friendly competitor, to spy on their website, one a day for the next 30 days and figure out how I'm going to beat the local 30 home inspectors who are in competition with me in our same market area. So I'm going to analyze. Okay, so the website's kind of good, I guess. I'm not sure if I could actually. Oops, let's switch this. Hold on. I need to arrange my screen so that they're side by side. Boop. Okay, so this is really difficult for me to. I don't know what that is. And it's a spooky Halloween house or something. I guess Garrett only inspects at night or something. I don't know. There's online booking, which is good, but it's to the top left. Really, call to action is usually top right. Email, I don't want anybody really to email me their request for a home inspector. I want them to book or call me, right? So all this on the left should be on the right. And then this is nice, but really, you don't have to put InterNACHI as a prominent logo on your website. What I would do is contact the InterNACHI member marketing team and get a logo designed for your marketing and design a nice, really nice. Oh, there's it, Las Vegas. Oh, LV. Sorry. See, it takes too long for me to understand what this is. Then I may just leave. Something about $50 off first inspection. So maybe Garrett gets a lot of repeat inspections or something, and they want $50 off the first one. So I don't understand. And if I click it, does it work? Okay, so I have to beat Garrett in a really nice logo. I have to make online booking on my website a lot easier. And Garrett is offering $50 off this first inspection. I don't want to do that. Oh, I'd rather do something like you get a free home maintenance book included with every inspection, a free newsletter, and a free infrared scan included with your inspection. All this, I'd rather add value so I can demand higher prices instead of like doing a fantastic job and then discounting my work. So I'm going to figure out how to attract potential clients without cutting my legs off. $50 off. Don't like that. Our services, plumbing. So Garrett is a plumber, an electrician, and a roofer. I'm not sure. So I'm not gonna, like on my website, I wanna make sure that I'm going to be Garrett so that my services are really clear, that I provide full home inspection services or certified home inspection services, mold inspection services, radon inspection, termite inspections, a lot of the word inspections should be in there. I don't want anybody to think that I'm a plumber and I fix built-in appliances, okay? And that's difficult to read for me. So I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna analyze this website. This is my friendly competitor. I'm on plan to make, I've assessed my competitor, and I'm on plan to make my website a lot better, because my goal is to have a fantastic website. So I'm going to spy on my friendly competitors, one friendly competitor every day for the next 30 days. Another way to do it is using inspectorseek.com. Another way is to go to chapters. So you can go to NACHI.org/chapters. We have chapters all over the place, and scroll down the page and find a local chapter and join that chapter, that InterNACHI chapter, in order to assess where you are. I mean, one of the main reasons why you join a chapter is to, hang out with like-minded individuals, right? Other home inspectors. That's a lot of fun. But it's also a great way to assess where you are, to see if you are behind everyone else, or in the middle of everyone else in the chapter, or ahead. Am I asking questions of the presenter? Am I joining in conversation? Do I know what they're talking about, or am I ahead? To assess where you are. And if you don't have a chapter, one of the best ways to increase value and show credibility in your business is to form one. So NACHI.org/form is a way to form your own chapter. And as always, it costs you nothing. And we have a lot of resources for our chapter presidents. We highly value all of our chapter presidents all over the country. We recognize them, we send them stuff, and they give out tools and gifts to their attendees and chapter members. So we have a really good system in place for our chapter members. If you want to join a chapter, but there isn't one, you have an opportunity to form your own. One of the best ways to set a goal in your business is to look at what everyone else is doing. And you have to come to a conclusion after spying on your competition that the pie is only so big. And everyone is looking to get a slice. And the hard reality is you're going to have to be able to get that initiative, that decision-making process in your head to take that slice away from your competition. I am not allowing you to eat my pizza slice. I'm going to come into this market, I'm going to dominate, and my slice is going to be huge because I have a lot of risk, a lot of writing on it. Remember in the beginning of the class, what was your idea of success? My idea of success is a certain thing, and that requires me to grab a huge slice of pizza. And the pie is only so big. There are only so many real estate transactions going on. There are only so many homes to inspect. There are only so many real estate agents to market to. There are only so many potential clients. There are only so many services I can provide as a home inspection company. So I'm in competition to get the big pizza slice. So that's one of the hard realities and the truth. So in general, I made this bullet list of things that you may want to write down as a checklist in order to assess where you are, to check where you are. It's so good to have a checklist. So first thing you need to think about to assess where you are is to think of yourself as a business owner, not just a home inspector, but you are a business owner. You own and operate a business, and you just happen to perform home inspections. You can do anything, but really, to be successful, you have to think of yourself as a business owner. One of the other things you can think about is you're not the only person who can do a great inspection for your company. You can hire that out. You can have a partner. You can hire somebody. You can subcontract. And you can just be the owner operator of a business as well. But it's fun to be both. It's fun to take on all that responsibility and do everything. Kind of gets tiring after the first year, but you get smarter. So to think of yourself as a business owner is a good first task on your checklist to assess where you are. And then every assessment from where you are with a plan going ahead has a date. So you plan with a date, a timeline, a milestone. And in the beginning, You have to get your legal stuff in order. So you have to form a legal company. You have to get your name just right. My company name was Peach Inspections, and that transferred over into many different strategies for marketing and branding. A business attorney is fantastic. They cost a lot. My business attorney, I still remember, was $200 an hour. But they only work like an hour or two a month on your business. But it's fantastic when they are needed to write a response letter. When you receive a letter, they write the response, or they send out an email, or they make a phone call, or when it goes to small claims. I was sued taking the small claims. Very easy to win if you have all of your ducks lined in order, and your business attorney can help you with that. InterNACHI has free legal advice as well. We have a legal department and a director of the legal team. And you have to get your regulations. If it's a province or a state that regulates home inspectors, you have to get everything in order. Let's say you want to do an ancillary inspection, like mold inspection. Maybe not home inspection. Maybe home inspections aren't regulated, but mold is, or radon. So you have to figure out that check. Then branding. Brand is the answer to the question, why should I hire you instead of your competitor who wants that slice of pie, right? So brand is what you do and how you do it so well that you're better than everybody else. You have to form that kind of stuff. And pricing. You have to figure out how you can add incredible value because of your brand so that you can demand higher prices. And the pricing structure is based upon math. It isn't just guessing. It isn't going to a chapter or spying on your friends' websites and seeing that they charge $300. Maybe I should charge $300. What you set your price at is based upon math. You need marketing. You need a really good logo. I'd start off with a logo. InterNACHI's member marketing team can design a logo. You're going to buy business cards anyways. Let the member marketing team design a logo, put it on a flyer or a business card, and let them design that print marketing piece as well, and then order it. You need a website, transfer all that marketing stuff that the marketing team will design for you and write out for you, and simply copy paste it into a website. It's already written. We'll write everything for you based upon your brand, your services, and your feel and your look. And you know, if you're going to market to real estate agents, they're pretty keen. They can see a real estate agent, an experienced real estate agent can see a crappy marketing flyer from 10 feet away. So don't have your cousin design something for you. Inspection tools. You need a flashlight, you need a GFCI tester. Start off with that. And there are other places to find tools. InspectorOutlet.com is a great place to find very good, the right tools at the right price. InspectorOutlet.com. You need a shirt. This is a nice shirt. Got my logo on it. Don't put InterNACHI on your shirt. Put your logo on your shirt. Have the InterNACHI member marketing team design a logo and put that logo on your shirt. And then you have to think about a vehicle. You got to get to the job reliably, on a reliable time. Be on time, be a little early. You got to get there. So I don't know. Don't ride a bike, but you need a vehicle that will start in the morning and get you there. And then you need inspection software. You can't be a home inspector without reporting software. InterNACHI has a very basic software on our site, but you need to do more than that. And so we can help you with that. We have partnerships with software companies that provide exclusive discounts to InterNACHI members. You have to get, I recommend a mobile device, a software that works on your iPhone or your iPad or tablet or Droid, so that you can walk around and write the inspection report as you inspect. And then you need knowledge and skills and training, examination, and certification. That's all through the InterNACHI school. We're accredited as a university for home inspectors. And don't forget marketing. Once you have everything in place and you're inspection ready, you've got the knowledge and basic skills, it's a matter of marketing. That's so much fun. That's a basic checklist to assess where you are. Have you worked on your logo? Well, then that's open. you have to work on that, right? There's 3 resources to use to assess where you are. I highly recommend BizDevelop. It's fantastic. Let me go there. To assess where you are, use these resources. BizDevelop.com, BizDevelop, BizDevelop.com. It's a free business development tool for home inspectors. Whether you're brand new or a veteran inspector, you want to take your business to the next level by assessing where you are and figuring out what resources are available to get to your goal. And that's what BizDevelop does. It's a series of actually a bunch of questions to assess help you assess where you are. It will take you through a checklist, an online checklist, and you answer. Depending upon the answer, if you've got that down, okay, then we don't have to ask this series of questions. We're going to move on, see where you are over here. How about over here? And okay, so go through it. It's a free online. You can start anytime you want. BizDevelop.com to assess where you are and develop your business. Inspector Coach. I wouldn't buy anything. I'd go to inspectorcoach.com and go to the downloads page. Oh, she also has tools too. So if you're looking for tools, here's an inspector body camera, which is kind of fun. I'm using it right now, and a moisture meter. But they're all through Amazon. They're all available on Amazon. She kind of finds out the tools. So there are infrared cameras. I see she's got 4 here. They're all they're around $400. So here's a thermal imaging camera. It's 220 by 160, and for less than $400. That's pretty good. There's the FLIR camera. It's $500. I think that's 80 by 60 or something like that. Here's another one, 220 by 160. That's a good one, handheld. And I'm going to try this one myself. And I would highly, if you're thinking about what to do to beat your competition, think of infrared. Using an infrared camera just simply helps a home inspector do their job better. It allows you to see things that you wouldn't normally be able to see without it. It's kind of like a flashlight. Flashlight illuminates things and reveals things that you wouldn't normally be able to see without a flashlight. Using a flashlight is beyond the standards of practice. No big deal. Infrared camera is kind of like the same thing. It allows you to see things that you wouldn't normally be able to see without using an infrared camera. You just need to be trained on interpreting what you're looking at in the display. So go to the downloads of inspectorcoach.com and download the free 8-step checklist. I actually have, there it is. So 8 steps to building a successful home inspection business by Inspector Coach. And you download that, and there's step-by-step things to do. It's a checklist. It's like BizDevelop. And if there are, there are business things to do, essential things to do, and marketing things to do. And the step 1 is all about what's the point in being in business and how to calculate a fee and what should you charge and what are some basic goals. And then there's essential tasks like getting your legal things in order and updating your profile so people can find you and attaining your certification as a home inspector and setting up your phone to ring and finding a mentor and knowing the standards. And then there's marketing, about your business name. Will it work well with your marketing plan and strategy and your brand? And then there's step 2, and you keep going through. I don't care if you're experienced, you've done 10,000 home inspections, or you're brand new. To assess where you are, you need something to look at. You can't just I wonder where I am. Look at the checklist and say, oh, I've done this one, good, I'm done. I've done this one, good, I'm done. Show or hide yourself. So certified home inspectors in the InterNACHI system can either show themselves to the internet or hide themselves. So you go into your profile, and whenever you're ready with your updated profile information, your name, address, phone number, and AP, company name, website address, email, and you're ready to answer the phone, you click on the switch and you show yourself to the internet. And our web tools grab potential clients who are searching for you in your area, in your zip code, and we direct them to your website. And it's up to your website to convert. So this is one of the things. Will you hide or show yourself? Check. Meet 30 people who work for you. Have you contacted anybody on staff at InterNACHI? They all work for you. You're paying for it. This is a resource that you should have in place and utilize and take advantage of. So you go through this checklist and it helps you assess where you are and plan to reach your goals. And at the very end, like step 8 is kind of fun. Like here's some marketing ideas, like offering ancillary services. You have to offer ancillary services because that's where the profit is. I was disappointed when I did a home inspection and got paid $400 and that was it. My goal, I had a goal, to make $1,000 was my goal. Every day, bring back to the office 2 inspection reports and $1,000. And I wanted all the inspectors to do that. And we made a lot of money doing that as our goal. So to get to that point, let's say you're in a market that, oh, I can only grab $350. Looks like I've calculated it, I've looked at the market, I've looked at my friends, spied on my competition, and everyone's about 350. How do I get to 500? And how do I do 2 a day to get to 1,000 a day? Ancillary inspections. Fortunately, InterNACHI has over 45 additional ancillary inspection services that are available to members to be trained upon. So you get trained and certified on any other type of ancillary additional inspection service you can think of. And it's all online and free for members through the InterNACHI school, accredited school. So I would go to Inspector Coach and do the download, the free download. There's another one, Tips for Marketing, that's pretty good. And there's the other thing. So check it out. NACHI.org/everything is a really good, NACHI.org/everything is right there. It's a really good website. So these 3 in this bulleted list are essential for any successful home inspection plan. So you have to assess where you are, go through a checklist, and that checklist will just almost naturally force you into a plan. If you don't have a website, well, your plan is to get one. And you can build one in just a few days. And we have the resources to help you with that. NACHI.org/everything is where you can go to try to find everything that you need to be successful. And here's 15 steps. So we kind of chunked everything in the steps. First step is to join InterNACHI. As soon as you join InterNACHI, a whole world of opportunity opens up for you. All these amazing resources that you can't possibly afford to purchase on your own are made available to members. All online, all free. You get trained and certified. I don't care where you're from. You are a teacher. You come from IT, technology. You are a software developer. And software developers, you know, there's a lot of software and technology in performing home inspections, actually. The training and certification is all online and free to members. So any type of inspection service that you want to provide, we have the free online course. And then you go into your account and update your account and make sure your website is ready to receive phone calls. If you need a more formal home inspection business course, you don't have to go to Harvard MBA or anything like that. We have a free online home inspection business course. And chapter 11 is one of my favorite chapters because it has everything to do with pricing a profitable home inspection fee using math. Then you got to work on your brand and your marketing. And we have really great resources to help you with that. Your brand, again, is the answer to the question, why should I hire you? Why is this restaurant better than this restaurant, all the other pizza joints? Why should I eat this pizza instead of this pizza or that one? And figuring out that answer, why this has more value than that, why I should eat over here, is that really fun part. for your business. It's like building your brand. Why am I the best? Oh, I'm the best because you can go to my website. I have a fake website called BigBenInspections.com. And on every page of BigBenInspections.com is a good reason to hire me. That hopefully is so unique that there's really nowhere else to look for a home inspector. So I know that people are landing on my website because they want to find the best inspector. Well, I might as well tell them what they're looking for. You found the best inspector. Now what? Well, you want to schedule. When? Now. So I have a button, schedule now. I also have a tab, a page to schedule now. On the left is the Call Me Now buttons that are available to InterNACHI members. You click this button. It's a system that you can embed on the website. And it's free for InterNACHI members. You click that button, and my phone rings. And I'm talking to the person who's on my website. And I say, well, what's your phone number? I'll give you a call in about 5 minutes after I'm doing my inspections, and I'll schedule you up for your next job. And that's a free service. My services and fees, my inspection is backed up by a buyback guarantee. So InterNACHI will buy the home back if I miss anything, according to the standards of practice. Why am I the best? I performed over 10,000 inspections. Here's my buyback guarantee, and it's included. I don't charge extra for it. And I use infrared on every inspection. And my clients save over $1,000 every year. That's a really nice weekend vacation. And my clients save that money because I perform a home inspection with energy information, that if they take action upon my recommendations, they can actually save that amount of money using a software that InterNACHI has. I authored a home maintenance book. Maybe you can author a blog or something about home maintenance. It's one of the reasons to hire me. And there's a $10,000 honor guarantee backing me up. And if you don't believe any of that, you can watch me inspect. You should shoot videos. Hold the camera, do a little selfie video of you inspecting. What should I post on social media as a home inspector? Well, just say, oh, I'm doing a home inspection and I found this defect here. Don't disclose where you are. Found this defect, there's a hole in the roof. Only I could inspect it because I use a drone camera and peach inspections. Call me now. Done. 10-second video, post it on Facebook, YouTube, and then you put it on your website as well. You need a website. If there's anything you need to do right now is to get online with a beautiful home inspection website. We have all the resources that you need in order to make your own website. How do you build a website? Well, we like Weebly. But there's Squarespace and other things, Wix. You can take a look at Weebly. And, let's see. Oh, I have to bring it into this one. So here's Weebly. And here's pricing. How much does it cost to have your own beautiful home inspection website that looks modern and functional? Free. So it gives you unlimited pages, and it's absolutely free. I mean, it's like free. All you have to do is the work, and it's drag and drop. Where do you get the drag and drop stuff? Where do you get the logo and the paragraphs of information that kind of communicate my branding and my services according to my home inspection business? InterNACHI member marketing team. So first thing to do is get a logo or something like a business card or a stack of flyers or something. Have the member marketing team work on your marketing and your brand, and then you grab that information and put it into the website. How much does the website cost? Nothing. Just a few hours of your time. And then, I mean, these are really nice websites. These are templates. You can imagine just dragging and dropping. Like that should be a picture of you. That looks like Big Ben Inspections with a picture of the inspector, right, smiling, with hire me, or the best inspector is right here. Schedule now. and tabs on the top. It's so easy to build. You should have no excuse. Remember when we went through Inspector Seek and went to Nevada, and the first few InterNACHI members didn't have a website yet? Yeah, they should be working on the website. They should be planning on having a website live by Friday. Okay. Step 7, take advantage of membership benefits. They're all free and online. I mean, some of the membership benefits you may not be aware, but like there's all this stuff like the seals and the logos and the marketing and the client survey and the leave behind letter. Like there's a letter that we wrote, and you leave it behind, you stick it in a lunchbox, and you put that letter in here, and you put it on the countertop for the seller to see, and they open it up, and it says, thank you for allowing me to inspect your home, and maybe you're moving in the neighborhood, and I can inspect your home for you. All these marketing ideas are available for home inspectors, and there's also some really cool stuff like $10 gift card from Sam's Club, 25% off Papa John's Pizza, $60 off ticket to Walt Disney World, $20 off 1-800-Flowers.com, $75 off of Big O tires. So there's a lot of other membership benefits. You got to take advantage of everything that's provided to you. Let's bring that back. This is tedious to go through all this stuff. It's difficult to have a checklist of things that you have to do in order to be successful. And InterNACHI doesn't know exactly what you need. You have to assess what you need, right? So we provide you with these chunks of information. You can go, do I have a website? That's an easy hit. If you don't have a website, you've assessed, I don't have a website. The goal is to have a website, put a timeline on it. By Friday, I plan to have a website. How do I do it? Well, I go to Weebly.com, I drag and drop. Oh, before that, where do I get my drag and drop stuff? Let's go backwards. Sometimes a good plan is going backwards. I have to get a logo designed for free by an InterNACHI member marketing team. They'll design all my branding. See? Boosting your business is step 8, and we have a ton of things to help you boost your business. And then there's advanced training for that ancillary services stuff, and to really get deep into the technical aspects, the competency, to be really competent, to be really highly advanced in your inspection service. Why do you want to do that? So that you're the best and you provide incredible value to your services, to your clients, and you can increase the fee. As value increases, demand should increase, and your fees go along with it. Inspection tools, like if you needed a free credit card merchant account, you wanted to swipe cards on site, we have that resource available to you. Inspection tools from Inspector Outlet, and there's a list of safety tools that every home inspector should need, and then reporting software. It's essential, I think, to write your reports as you inspect on a mobile device. So I have a software on this device. I have HomeGauge, Home Inspector Pro, Inspectora on my phone, and I've learned them all. I've used them all, and all of them work fantastic while you're inspecting and writing the report at the same time, and also talking to your client. So it's kind of like you have to practice. You have to practice inspecting, writing the report, taking pictures, taking video, and also explaining where the air filter is. So much fun. So we have all those resources. We also have classes on how to write an inspection report. And we have sample reports. You can take this, you can spy on your competition's actual reports. So we have veteran certified inspectors who are dumping their reports online so that other inspectors can look at them and assess where their inspection reports are. One of the best things to do is to compare your report to another inspector's report. I've always felt that my inspection report was the most important marketing piece that I could create. By the end of my inspection report, after reading my inspection report, you should be thoroughly convinced that I'm the best inspector in the whole world. That's how I thought about my inspection report. It's kind of like telling a story. It told why you should hire me. So inspection reports are really important. There's some things about getting to your client, keeping in contact with your client, maybe with a newsletter or some other marketing pieces, and always keeping in the know, never being left out. Subscribe to the InterNACHI newsletters, attend a chapter in your area or form one yourself, and come to the free inspector fair, InterNACHI's annual convention. Contact InterNACHI. It's an amazing resource. We have systems in place for you, products, services you should take advantage of, and we have that business development resource. So those three things to help you assess where you are: biz develop, the coach, and everything. So a plan to reach your goals is based on something that's thorough. It isn't just a quick scan of what you're doing. So you need a checklist. You need to be honest with yourself as well. Like, you have to plan on getting found on search engines. So how do you do that? Well, there's a resource. InterNACHI has everything you need all in one place. So to get found on the internet, use NACHI.org inspection leads. So if you go here, it explains how InterNACHI operates thousands of lead generation websites all over the world. And someone looking for a home inspector in Nevada is going to type in home inspector in Nevada, maybe a zip code. And we're going to try to grab that search and direct it to your website. So if you don't have a website, you're not going to get a lead. Plan on connecting with 12 real estate agents in the next 4 weeks. How do I do that? What do I say? I don't have any slides. Yes, you do. So InterNACHI has everything you need all in one place. Go to nachi.org/presentations, and here's everything you need to do a nice real estate presentation. In front of real estate agents, and don't talk too much about yourself. And don't do a 4-hour presentation on whatever topic for real estate agents to renew their license. InterNACHI provides free online CE courses for real estate agents. They can just go right through it. It's free, it's online. You get credit because they type in your InterNACHI member ID number, and do something else, like feed them while you talk a little bit about AFCIs. So you can download this slide. It's an AFCI slideshow, and you customize it. You simply drag and drop your logo right into the first slide, your phone number, and that's it. Talk about AFCIs for a couple minutes, done. So we have everything you need, all the resources you need, and videos to do presentations for real estate agents. You can also download the tips to marketing to real estate agents from Inspector Coach. So if you go to Coach, and she has a downloads tab, go to downloads, and here it is, tips for marketing. Want some tips on marketing to real estate agents and home buyers? There's a little guide. So that's a good resource. Plan on learning one new inspection tip today. So go to this URL, nachi.org/home inspection tips with hyphens in between, home inspection tips. And it looks like this. So this is business and marketing tips for home inspectors, and we have 121 tips. And they're like short little videos, maybe 1 or 2 minutes long, and just do a tip. And here's the tip on an inspection process of an oil-fired forced air furnace. And then the next tip is learn how a home inspection report is your best printed marketing piece. Another plan item is to plan to listen to the Home Inspector podcast while driving. So it's at nachi.org/podcast. You go there, and you can subscribe to the Home Inspector podcast, where every week we talk about everything related to home inspections, business, marketing, making money. And you can listen on Spotify. You can listen on iTunes. You can play on Google Play. There's SoundCloud and Podomatic. It's becoming really popular. It's a really good podcast. Plan to learn one new thing next week related to business and marketing. And you go to NACHI TV, just put on your calendar as something you have to do for your business, and you click here to watch past classes, and you get to a page with some choices. I would choose marketing, so click the marketing tab. And this is a great video about business and marketing tips for home inspectors. And you watch that. Here's another one, 7 tips to destroy the commodity of home inspections, because essentially we're all doing the same thing. We're all performing home inspections according to the same standards of practice. We're all inspecting the same stuff, writing a report. So you don't want to be stuck in the world of commodity. Commodity is something that's interchangeable with everything else, like a watch. All watches tell the time. What's the difference between a $400 watch and a $20 watch? Value, perceived value. If the perceived value is much greater than the cost, then it's a good decision for that consumer. So that $400 watch is different from all the other watches. For some reason, they figured it out. They figured out how to charge $400. Same thing with home inspectors. You have to figure out how to charge $400 for your home inspection, or $800 for your home inspection, whatever it is, in comparison to everything else. In comparison to all the other home inspectors who are doing just about the same stuff as you. And that's brand. Why are you charging more than everybody else? What makes you different and special? What makes you more valuable? If you can tell me that, I'll hire you. And plan on providing one item of incredible value to your next client. So you can do a book. We call it the Now book. Home maintenance book. You can customize these, same price. You put your company name and your picture and your logo on this home maintenance book, full color. And this adds value. It's $2.70. Ooh, $2.70. I don't know if I want to spend that. Well, don't. Just increase your fee by $5 and allow your clients to buy their own home maintenance book and your coffee for the day. So that's at NACHI.org/now. NACHI.org/buy is the buyback program. And this is something you can add to your business to add value, right? So here's the fine print. And NACHI will buy. Essentially, if your participating inspector misses anything, we'll buy your home back. I mean, that's a killer right there. The problem with marketing to real estate agents or anyone is you have to provide them a way that reduces their risk to refer friends to you. So if you're talking to a real estate agent, you have to figure out, how do I reduce the risk that's involved in them referring their client or friend to you? And there are many things to do, and one of them is the buyback program. Helps reduce that risk. Let's see, what else is going on? Melvin asks, I like this picture. Melvin asks, would you recommend a newly licensed inspector to start working for an inspector company or get training out of the way before branching out on their own? We've hit this before. I mean, that's a decision you have to make, but whether you work for someone else or whether you start your own business, if you want to start your own business, InterNACHI has everything you need. You ought to be inspecting your own home 10 times. And you'll see the difference between inspection 1 and inspection 10. And you'll crash and burn. Hopefully you'll crash and burn on your software. You'll be like, oh my gosh, there's so much missing on this software. Like by inspection 4, you'll be like, even though you're inspecting the same thing, it'll be a different experience because you'll be inspecting it with a purpose. And the purpose will be to improve the whole process so that when you're ready, even with a mentor, you're inspection ready. And when you get that first Saturday morning home inspection for $400, you're ready. So I would just simply practice and practice. Get all the knowledge, abilities, and skills online through InterNACHI School. and then practice and pretend inspections on your own home, on your neighbor's home, on your family's home, friend's home. And then put yourself online, get ready, do some marketing, flick the switch within your members only account and turn on the internet and hold onto your phone. Thanks, Wayne. Is there another site instead of Inspector Outlet? Is there a Canadian site? Oh, you know what? I feel the frustration in that. It's tough to get tools for some odd reason to get like a flashlight or an infrared camera across the line. I mean, I don't know how that can be good for business in e-commerce. I don't know who is in charge of that line. Whoever's in charge of borders is just screwing things up, because we should be able to ship good stuff to our friendly neighbors, north and south. And it should be the other way around too. Canadians have really good stuff, and we want that too. So I don't know. I don't know if we have an alternative for you, but if you need to contact, where can I write? Hope you have. I'm going to give you the personal email of the president of Inspector Outlet. sales@inspectoroutlets.com. And let me reduce that so everyone can see and write that down. Okay. Sales@inspectoroutlets.com. Email them, tell them your frustration about the border, about shipping stuff over the border and back and forth, and see if there's something in Canada that's available for inspector tools. I don't know if Amazon works in Canada. I just don't know how it all works. But Inspector Coach has tools, and she finds, almost every day, every week, she goes through the tool list and finds the really good tools for a low price, the right tools at the right price. And so it's like Amazon. So I don't know if Amazon goes to Canada or not. I don't even know. I hope it does, but there's some stuff there you may want to click and check out. So that's inspectorcoach.com. She just ships from Amazon. Let's see. Is the spectroscope gauge going to ever be available from Inspector Outlet again? I don't know. No, inspectors keep touching electrical lines with them. It's not a good thing. So we're kind of hesitant. I would start looking at drones. I never thought I would say that, but man, is it fun and man, is it easy. As soon as you get your FAA pilot license, take that exam. InterNACHI has an free online drone pilot course that helps you prepare to take the FAA exam. And we're going to have drones being flown and drone classes and hands-on demonstrations at the fair coming up in Colorado. We have everything. And it is at nachi.org/conventions. So we'll have, I think we have 2 companies flying drones, doing a presentation, a formal presentation, doing demonstrations. We're going to fly drones. We're going to have some fun. And we're going to give away drones too. Nothing fancy, just little toys essentially. And so you don't have to be a member of InterNACHI. Just come, register, bring a friend, bring a family member. It's kid friendly. We have carnival games and nachos and just a ton of food trucks. And yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to cap it at about 2,000 people or so, 2,500. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. So if you've never been to the kind of like the Rocky Mountains, this is a great time. Allow your business to take everybody on a business trip to the free inspector convention, the free 2019 Inspector Fair in Boulder, Colorado, hosted by InterNACHI. All right, I think that is where I'm going to leave you. So thank you, everybody, for coming to class. I hope it was helpful. I'm on the contact page if you need to contact me, and that is at nachi.org/contact. And we're all there. If you ever need anything, can't find something, you can't figure out where to start, where to begin, or where to go and how to get there, I think reaching out to InterNACHI and InterNACHI staff and using the resources we provide is a really good idea. And I wanted to share that with you in this class. So thank you everybody for attending the class. I'll see you next time on NACHI TV. Bye everybody.